Hey everyone, it's Mr. Gillard here from Student Services, coming to you today just to give you a little bit of information as we lead up to Career Day. For the grade 10s out there who may not have had the chance to take part in a Career Day, it's a full day event where we have over 100 career-focused presenters come to our school and talk to you about the day-to-day lives that they lead in the jobs that they have. It's a great day and an opportunity for you to learn about people in current fields and understand where you might want to go with your future. This year's day is November 10th, and it's all day long. It goes from 9 until 3:30. It gets started in the gyms with the keynote presentations at 9 a.m. So the grade 10s and 11s start off in the Elniski gym, and the grade 12s start in the North gym. Grade 10s and 11s will be attending the keynote presentation of new City Councillor of Edmonton, Aaron Paquette. And grade 12s will be greeted by Chris Morris, who is a former Edmonton Eskimo Grey Cup champion, the current Golden Bears football team coach, and a former Emmy LaZerte teacher, as well as principal in the Edmonton Public School District. After the keynotes are over, you're going to get the chance to choose 4 career-centered presentations. So you can choose career presentations of the occupations that you find most desirable. The day rounds out with a wellness session at the end and gives you a chance to really kind of de-stress and have some fun before we head off into the full break. Remember to pick based on your interests. It's nice. It's a good day to visit with your friends and that sort of stuff, but it's also a good day to really make sure that you get the chance to learn what you need to learn. So in thinking of that, make sure you don't just choose because your friends are going to certain sessions. Don't just choose sessions based on the fact that you might get to hang out with your friend. Really dig in and choose sessions that are going to interest you and lead you to a career that you might want to have. The first step in getting signed up for Career Day is using whichever device you're on, going to the Internet Explorer and getting yourself signed in to School Zone. Once you get in there, you're going to see that we've posted a few documents for your viewing pleasure that will give you a little bit more information. So first, you're going to find a document that gives you the information on which presenters are here, what occupations they have, and what they plan to speak about on that day. I highly recommend that you visit this link before choosing your sessions, as it's going to really help you understand what's out there and who you want to see. The next link you'll see is a document called Why a Career Day, and it gives you some justification for why we have this event every year, and it also gives you some helpful links on how to approach your own career development and maybe your post-secondary journey as well. Here's what those documents look like. When we think about career development and student services, we break it down into what we call career pathways. So here are the 5 pathways that we like to think of. And so when I think about this, what I like to think of is often people will tell me they want to be a doctor, and I encourage them not only to think about doctor as a profession, but to think about what other things are related to that. So in the HRH, or Health, Recreation, and Human Services, which would include doctor, think about things like nurse, X-ray technician, ultrasound technician, or other helping professions that might be related. This gives you the opportunity not just to get pigeonholed by one career like doctor, lawyer, engineer, but it also gives you some ideas of what else might be out there that's related to something you might be interested in. From there, it's just like signing up for Mail Time. It's really quite easy. Navigate to the Flex tab. Once you're there, use the arrows in the top right corner to navigate over to our date, which is November 10th. From there, you'll see 5 sessions that you have to choose from. There's Flex Career 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is where you'll choose the career presenters that you want to see. And there's a Flex Wellness session, like I said earlier, to round out your day. Choose one there too. Some other things to remember as you approach the day. Remember that lunch is free. So plan to stay for lunch. Indeed, the campus is actually closed. So we want all students staying on campus and having lunch and really taking opportunity to visit with their friends and discuss what they've learned on that day. Because we have so many presenters here on that day, there's no student parking in the east parking lot. It actually is easier probably if your parents drop you off at the mall in the morning as well. Throughout the course of the day, there'll be many prizes given away. Last year, Mr. Parker hosted the prize giveaways on social media. So we have Twitter and Instagram going. Please make sure that you bring your device with you so you can take part in that. Tweet out your comments, tweet out your photos from the day, and hashtag LaZerte Career Day. And on Twitter, tag EPSB News and @EmyLaZerte. Lastly, remember that respect happens at LaZerte, and our presenters are volunteers. That means often they're not used to speaking to groups of teenagers like yourselves. So let's make sure we welcome them, we help them when we see them in our building, and we make them feel at home. The best thing we can do is give them our eyes and ears, listen intently, and ask them some questions. After the day's over, you might come away with a lot of questions. So if you're thinking about what's next, go home, talk to your parents about what you saw that day, and get some ideas. Also, be sure to see your counselor about some next steps. You can make an appointment for that in Student Services. You can also update your My Blueprint account. If you have a bunch of portfolios going there and different assessments, feel free to re-access those and see if they're in line with what you may have learned on Career Day. Lastly, access the resources that I've listed here too. They're great places to look for next steps on your career development. We really hope that you have a great day and that you really take it seriously and use it as a jumping off point for your future. See you all then.